Happy Tuesday, everyone, and welcome to our live episode of Season's Sunflower Hour. Happy post St. Patty's Day to everyone as well. I cannot believe we are already in the middle of March. Time is just flying by. I hope everyone is doing fantastic. If you are tuning in, throw a message up in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching from and maybe what you did to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I'd love to hear these stories and any maybe family traditions that you might have. Share them with the group. If you are new to Sunflower Hour, welcome. I'm so happy to have you, and you are now a part of our Sunflower Hour family, and that is an exciting place to be, my friends, because this is such a cool group, and tonight is a no exception. It's going to be another amazing episode, so thanks for joining us and spending your Tuesday night with us. I love that. If you are returning, thank you so much for being a part of this journey and for coming back every time we do a live show to support us. I love seeing those familiar faces, or I should say screen names, up in the comment section as you guys jump on in and get active and involved. And like always, keep doing that. I love this. If you have questions, if you have comments for our guest tonight as the show goes on, throw them up there. We'll share them with everybody. We want you to be a part of this show as well, because we do this for all of you. So I'm glad you get to come here and be a part of it with us. Now, you guys know I always love to start the show with some updates. We've got so many awesome things happening here in this organization, and I always want to share them with you guys so that you can be a part of all of it and never miss a beat. And that is no exception tonight. So let's get to it. My gosh. Okay. April is around the corner, and we have the Walk ALS Chicago kickoff happening on Tuesday, April 8th. That is going to be here in the blink of an eye. Now, if you want to be a part of that, it is going down at Cantigny Park in Wheaton, and it's going to be happening at the Le Jardin, the restaurant there, which is spectacular. That is on Tuesday, April 8th. Now, you must RSVP to this event. I'm so excited. I can't even say my words. So if you want to come, make sure that you RSVP because it is a seated dinner. The food is going to be spectacular, and get in on all the excitement as we kick off the Walk ALS Chicago. Now, for more information on that, you can reach out to, well, two things. You can actually find out all the information on that at walkalschicago.org. Let me actually throw that up in the comment section for all of you, just in case you are interested and you want some more information. That is walkalschicago.org. Head over there for all the information on that, which is amazing. And then the actual event is happening on Saturday, May 31st at Cantigny Park in Wheaton. Again, come on out. It is such a cool family event. If you have never been to a walk before, or if you have never seen the show and heard our walkers talk about the experience, it truly is one of a kind. I mean, no matter how much I try to put into words, you cannot capture the magic that happens at these events, even if you have no connection to ALS. If you've never experienced it before, come out and meet the team. Come out and meet all the amazing people that are there walking in honor of someone special. Come meet those that are battling ALS. It is such a cool family event. They have all kinds of activities and really great things. Plus, Cantigny Park is absolutely beautiful. So come join us on Saturday, May 31st in Wheaton at Cantigny Park. You can walk. It is not too late to still start your own walk team or to join a walk team for someone else, or come down and volunteer and help us make the day really special. Or, like I said, just come out and just see what this is all about. Just meet some people. You can just be there and enjoy the atmosphere and the day, because I promise you it will be absolutely incredible. So again, you can head over to walkalschicago.org for more information, or you can even reach out to Kendra, our very own with ALS United. You can shoot her an email if you have any questions or need any more information on the day. I will throw up her email in the comment section as well, just in case anyone is interested in reaching out to Kendra. Tell her we said hi from the show if you do. Oh, I love this, you guys. People are already tuning in. That is awesome. Oh, Gemma, thanks for joining us. She always loves watching the show. And you know what? Seriously, I'm not even joking when I say this. We always love having you watch the show. I can't wait to have you back sometime soon. Oh, and you are right. Donna, this is going to be another very exciting Sunflower Hour. I can promise you that. So stay tuned. Stay tuned and meet our guest tonight. It's going to be a good one. A couple more exciting things I want to share with you guys that are coming up. Now, If you are looking for something to do at the end of April, I have got you covered. Come out and join us at the Christie Clinic Illinois Race Weekend. It is going to be such a blast. Not only are there so many different opportunities to run, to walk, all kinds of different mile configurations. You've got so many options here, but we need volunteers. So I am looking at all of you. I'm calling all of my warriors, all of my ALS superheroes. If you want to come volunteer, if you want to get involved, if you want to help us spread awareness and raise much needed funds in this fight to end ALS, come out and volunteer. This is a great way to do it. It's a great way to be surrounded by amazing people and just get to have a blast and help make the weekend amazing for those that are participating. So if you are interested, if you want to join our superhero volunteer crew to help at the Christie Clinic Illinois Race Weekend, please do so. It's happening on April 24th to the 26th in Champaign, Illinois. I can promise you it is going to be such a great time. So come out, volunteer, be part of the crew, and just have a blast with everybody. Now, you can get more information on that by reaching out to Sarah at alsunitedchicago.org. She will take care of you, get you all the information that you could possibly need, and I hope to see you there and want to hear all about it. I will put her information up in the comment section as well. It is going to be so much fun. Like I said, come together, guys. Let's volunteer and let's fight this together. Let's make a difference and make the weekend absolutely incredible. And oh my goodness, I have such an exciting shout out. I hope she is watching the show tonight. She is part of our Sunflower Hour family. She's been on the show before. I know she usually tunes in, so that I hope that she is watching. But Carrie Ricky is our volunteer of the month. So well deserved, so exciting. This woman has done so much in the battle against ALS and raising awareness. She lost her husband to this awful disease. He was a friend of the show and I loved him so dearly. We will always miss him. So a shout out to Carrie Ricky for being volunteer of the month. We are thinking of you. We love you. And I'm so proud of you. So congratulations on that very well deserved honor. Oh, now you guys, my goodness. So now that we got all that exciting news out of the way, don't forget to check the comment section for all the information where you can be reminded of all the great things coming up. But let's get to it. Let's get to the good stuff tonight. This is one of the many things I love about the show. That list is incredibly long, but we have such an amazing team here. And I know that you might have heard me say that many times, but to my core, I mean every single letter in these words that I am saying, ALS United Greater Chicago is made up of a team of people like nothing I have ever experienced before. I really do mean this. These people are so dedicated. Everything they have goes to every single person that they serve. They live and breathe the mission and are doing everything in their power to make a difference in the world of ALS and to make those that are battling and fighting this disease, to give them more moments, more memories, and to just make their lives, as good as can be. So I am in awe of every single one of these people. And one of my favorite parts of this show is getting to share our incredible staff with all of you so that you can get to meet them. I mean, I'm lucky behind the scenes. I get to meet them, chat with them, talk to them, know them, become friends with them. But I love getting able to share that with all of you so you can kind of get to know the faces and the names behind the warriors that are ALS United Greater Chicago. So tonight, I am so excited to get to introduce to you a new member of the team. She is so brand new. I'm really, really excited. You guys are going to love her just as much as I do. So welcome, one of our brand new care service coordinators. She recently joined the team, and I know that she is just as excited to meet all of you as I am to get to share her. So we are going to get to know her tonight. So please welcome to the Sunflower Hour family, Snovea Porter.
Hey.
Hey, Snovea, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Well, I'm so good. Well, seriously, I have so many welcomes for you. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the organization. Welcome to the family. Just welcome across the board on every level.
Yes, thank you.
Oh my God. I'm glad I didn't scare you away yet. So that is a good step in the right direction. Don't you worry. Give me some time. But before I do that, it happens and I own it. It's okay. So until I scare you away, I want you to just kind of introduce yourself to anyone that might be watching this that hasn't had the pleasure of getting to meet you or getting to know you yet. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm Snovea. Gosh, I just feel like there's so much you could say, but just to make it
Well, we
um
got time. Don't you worry. Sam is not, she's going to see this and she's going to get me. Sam is not here, our producer behind the scenes, to give me the rap sign so we could go all night if we wanted to. Don't you worry. Sam, that is what happens when you don't join the show.
well, I'm Snovea. I'm the new care service coordinator. I started October 1st. My background is primarily in developmental disabilities, and I've recently um, just come over to, I don't know if I want to say more of medical side of it, but maybe so, it was more case management before. So I got my master's in social work, recently got my license. Well, recently, 2022, it feels like yesterday.
It counts. It was yesterday. I'm with you.
And I am the care service coordinator for UIC. And so I'm taking that over for Peggy. My first day alone will be next Thursday, actually. So I'm looking forward to that and getting into it and just getting to know the team and everyone that I work with. So I think I'm a reader. I'm a homebody. So
Oh, I love it. Do you like long walks on the beach? If you were to put a dating profile up, what is this entailing? Animals, long walks on the
yeah,
beach,
I'm thinking long
gelato
walks
by
on
the
the beach.
waterside.
Yes, yes. Coffees in the morning and maybe one at night, depending on the day. But yes, if I'm vacationing or going somewhere, it's definitely warm. Caribbean,
Ooh.
nowhere cold.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? I'm kind of with you on that. Um, yeah, not gonna lie. I mean, I live on a beautiful island where it's warm all year round,
Yeah.
so I'm down with that. Come visit anytime. Anytime you need a
I'll hold
break,
you to it.
you hop on over. Yeah. I welcome everyone with open arms. I'm trying to get all of you over there. That's
Yeah.
what's happening. I'm trying to steal. Julie's gonna be very mad at me because I'm
Yeah.
gonna take her entire team and bring you guys with me back over there. Well, that's awesome. I'm with you on that. And well, we just had St. Patty's Day, right? Yesterday. Really, my days are
Yeah.
gone.
Oh my
Yesterday.
gosh. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, my gosh, yesterday. And then, I mean, they were dying the Chicago River Green, big deal. All kinds of really cool stuff happens, at least around here in Illinois for St. Patrick's Day. Did you do anything special with your family, or do you have any really cool family traditions to celebrate the holiday?
You know what? Since becoming a mom, I've really tapped into peace and quiet. She's 3, so anytime I'm have the advantage of peace and quiet, that's what I'm doing. But I didn't. We have a nice corned beef restaurant near me, so I did enjoy me a nice corned beef sandwich yesterday. Yes, in honor of
Ooh.
that. But other than that, no, very low key for me.
Okay. You know what, though? Sometimes that's fantastic,
Yes, yes. She
right?
had a
That is.
3-day weekend, so I needed the.
So you're recovering. Are you coming off of like the crazy excitement
Yes,
of being mama
yeah,
24/7 for 3 days
correct,
with a
correct.
hyper 3-year? Fair, fair enough. I hope you get some quiet time,
Yes,
some like quiet mommy time.
yes, yes.
Oh, I love that. Well, okay, so speaking of holidays, I mean, we did just have St. Patrick's Day that just flew by in a blink of an eye. But in case you didn't know this, March is actually a social worker month.
I
Ooh,
did know.
mouth.
I did.
Yeah, yeah, social worker month. And I love that. You know what? So I want to give a massive shout out because social workers are so important. So massive shout out to all those social workers out there, you included, Snovea, because what you guys do is so special. It is so amazing. It is a hard job. And
Yeah.
anyone that can take that on, that has that passion and that love for sticking through all the tough moments of that job to keep making a difference in your community, you guys
Mhm.
are superheroes.
Thank you.
So
Yes.
massive appreciation and a big shout out to all those social workers. Thank you for doing what you do. That includes you. You are one of those
Okay.
superheroes. So please let me in on this. Like, dive in and tell us, why did you want to go into social work? What really drew you to sort of that career path?
I don't know. Gosh, I think when you think about as a kid what you want to do, you singer, princess, doctor, but then life comes and depending on where you grew up, you see things that are tough, from day to day. I wouldn't say that I had a tough childhood at all because there were people around me who had tougher childhoods. So I would see them struggling. I'm like, gosh, what can I do to be a positive force in their lives? And I think that's when at first I thought I wanted to be a psychologist and do therapy.
Oh,
Um, which I still want to do therapy now, but I think as a social worker, you really can do so much with social work, especially if you go clinical. So I think what led me to social work was that there were so many opportunities in social work once you get the education and that license.
Yeah.
So I think really it just boiled down to helping people who
Mhm.
I feel I could make a difference for. Maybe my life experience I could take and help them. Um, I don't know, just I don't be a light, I guess,
Yeah.
but I don't want to see, when I'm a social worker that overthinks things too, because I don't want to because I don't want to say that I'm just like this
No.
awesome person, but I do hope to that when I do things that I'm doing them the best that I can at 100%, because when you're in social work, you aren't just at a computer, you're not just typing in formulas or in Excel, even though
Mhm.
that's sometimes that's part of a job, but these are people's lives. So
Mhm.
you really have to enjoy what you do as a social worker, and I think at the core of it, if you enjoy helping people, you would enjoy being a social worker. So I
Mm.
think that's what brought me to it, is just the joy of helping people and being a resource for people, especially because there are things in my life where I do have privileges, so I want to share those with those who don't.
I love that. By the way, Gemma is tuning in. She is watching the show. She says they love having you as part of this care
Thank you.
services team. Of course. I get it. It took me about 5 seconds of getting to talk with you, and I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. I get it. And I tell you, they take the best of the best here. I promise. It sounds like I'm just saying these things, especially because you're in front of me, but no, I truly mean it. I've gotten to meet a lot of you and be around you, and it is a very high caliber of talent that
Yes.
comes into
Oh
this group.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
come in, and it's because you are the best of the best in your field. So I am
Yeah.
so happy that you joined
Yeah.
this
And
family, Snovea.
when I met them too, it was I was coming from well, like physical and cognitive disabilities, small nonprofits. So I came to this one, which is a much smaller, you know, than I have ever worked. But this is a mighty team. Things get done with this team of folks. There is no half stepping. There isn't a delay. If they say they're going to do it, it's going to get done. So I think I said that maybe like 2 or 3 times in our team meetings. Like, this is a small and mighty team, and I'm glad I'm a part of it now.
It's true. I'm telling you, I've been blessed to get to work with multiple charities throughout my lifetime, and I have
Yeah.
never encountered a group that, like you said, they might not be big in numbers,
Hmm.
but which I mean, when I first met Julie, when I came in, there was 3 people.
Yeah.
The entire team was 3 people, and it has grown to this beautiful, mighty thing that it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, they
Yeah.
are small, but they are fierce, and
Oh
they
my gosh.
accomplish
Yeah.
things that people 3, 4, 5 times them in
Yes.
number size cannot
Yes.
accomplish. And
Yes.
every time you guys hear us talk about it on the show, because every year they blow every goal out
Yes.
of the
Out of
water.
the water.
Everyone. And then you think like, okay, how there's no way. You're not topping this next year. You're not. And then a year goes by and Julie comes back on the show. It's like, no, we blew that one out
Yes.
of the water too. Like,
Yes.
oh,
Yes.
every record, we're gonna shatter it.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's insane. Yeah, they just accomplish things that I couldn't even fathom. And to them, it's like, yeah, that's what we do today.
Yeah.
Duh.
A testament to the passion for sure.
Mm-hmm. I mean it. And so you must have that too, which I think is really cool. But as you kind of grew up, like you were saying, you found this, and I'm assuming it was probably one of the best decisions of your life to go
Oh
into
yeah.
social work. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there any pre-dreams before that? You said, like, I mean, did you grow up wanting to be a princess?
Oh.
Was singer on the list? Do you have some pipes?
Singer was on the list. Yeah, I did. I sang choir in high school, and I really enjoyed it. When I was doing it, but you really when you're an artist, you're very critical of your artistry. And I think maybe I was a little too critical. So I just do a lot of singing in the shower now, or to my toddler. She loves singing and dancing. So that's my audience now. She thinks I'm great. So I'll take it.
I love it. You totally have the floor here. I'm saying, not saying, if you feel at any moment you want to sing and give us a little something, something,
Oh
floor
gosh.
is yours. I
I'm
won't
too
put you on the
shy.
spot. I
Yeah,
won't put
too
you on the
shy for
spot.
that.
That's fine. It's just me and you. What are you talking about? It's just me and you. No one else is here. I think we should create a little theme song for ALS United Greater Chicago, and then you can sing the theme song, or you can record a theme song for Sunflower Hour.
Yes,
Damn.
yes.
Sam, listen to these ideas. It's happening. It's done. It's just been decided. So, Novia, how are you with writing music? Are you good with that? Do you have a
Yeah.
talent for writing?
Maybe back when I was really singing, and
Okay.
when you're in it, and you've really got a flair for it. But so long ago that I was really into singing. So
I
yeah.
love it. You know what? That's okay. Uh, I can help you write. Sam and I will get together. We'll make a girls' night. We'll write amazing little ditty that can be our theme song here on Sunflower Hour. We're gonna have you sing it. Everybody, stay tuned.
Yes.
We're making some big, big plans here. Don't you worry. Sam is never gonna let me do a show alone again. Let me just
Yeah.
throw that out there because it is chaos. And I love every second of it. Okay, so back on track with life here. Now, all these fun moments that we're even kind of just sharing now, can you think of, which I know this is such a big question because I'm sure there were so many, but any amazing life moments that you've had that you want to share with us? Maybe a super cool accomplishment that you are most proud of, or just a moment in life, the first thing that comes to your mind that has
Yeah.
meant a lot to you. I know that's a big one.
Ooh. I mean, I think there are a few, but the first one that came to mind was becoming a mom for sure. Yeah, I think that was the first thing that popped to my mind. That's probably my biggest thing that I'm most proud of because um, I didn't know that my body could do it, and she did it. And my babe's here, and she's thriving, and she's very smart. And I think the second was achieving my master's. So there are a couple moments I could think of. So getting my
Okay.
master's degree, getting my social work license, and then now I'm supervising to get my clinical license. And then, I mean, it was an accomplishment for me, but my husband is a firefighter paramedic. Well, now a lieutenant. So I think uh, I'm so proud of him for that because that was recent. So now he's a lieutenant paramedic, and I think we're both just very passionate about our communities and helping those that need the help. So I think maybe that's my top three.
Those are fantastic. You've got a very powerhouse of a family. For real. I love this. I can't wait to see what your daughter grows up into
I
when
know,
she's
me
got,
too.
yeah, right? Like these role models, and when you instill that in her, holy
Yes,
smokes.
yes. Right now it's firefighter. Recently,
Really?
yeah. Right now she wants to be a firefighter like daddy. So
Love it.
and tell her
Well,
whatever you want to be, sweetie. What it's yours.
yeah, I love that. Massive please give your husband a huge
Oh
congratulations
yes,
from
for
us because
sure.
that is amazing. And yeah, throwing it out. It's not service members a month. It is your month right now, but I will preemptively tell him for when that comes
Yes,
around. Please
yes.
send him our love and support for
We'll
everyone that
definitely
is
do
doing
that.
those types of jobs.
Yes,
It keeps the communities alive, right? It keeps
yes,
us going.
yes,
We'd be
yes.
lost without all of
We
you.
really would.
No joke. So congrats to Lieutenant. That is
Yes,
absolutely
thank
huge.
you.
You know what? Okay, I'm just gonna say this.
Okay.
We have support. We have support for the theme song. It is one person said it, so it is happening. Shama says we need a theme song, so please come up with it, Season. You heard it, Sam and Julie. The people are requesting it. We must give them what they want. Emma, I'm gonna count on you to help us come up with some words and some,
Yeah,
things. We've got
yeah,
the singer. We just need the. I volunteered you up, and it is
yes.
happening. We just need the lyrics. We just need the melody. If I tried to sing it to Novia, no one would ever watch ever again. They would shut us down immediately, and people would be bleeding from their ears. So I could not do this to anyone. But I think that we should absolutely make this happen. I love that. Oh my goodness, the Mazantis are watching from the Bayfront. Amazing. Thank you guys for being a part of this and always supporting us and showing up to episodes. I love all of you guys. You guys are absolutely incredible. And Kathy, oh, secret, that's my grandma. She's amazing. She, my grandma and grandpa are the best. They're watching and enjoying the show. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Keep those comments coming, you guys. I really love seeing who's tuning in. And if you are enjoying the show, and if you have any questions for Snovea, this is like get to know. Everything is fair game at this point. Anything you want to know about her, jump on in and I will ask the question for you. I promise. But I want to dive in because I've got so many more things I want to get to know about you. Those moments were beautiful. So really, thank you for
Thank
sharing
you.
that and more moments in life coming here. finding your way to ALS United Greater Chicago. How did that happen? How did you come to us?
Okay, so yeah, me and Brianna, she's another service care service coordinator. We went to graduate school together, and I think last year we all met up. It's a group of us that went together, and she was just telling me about this awesome job that she had and how she loved it. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, as soon as if they open up another position, I want you to talk to them and get to know them and join the team because I think you would really like it." And she was right. Here I am. So that's how I came to this, is because of Brianna.
So cool. We've had her on the show before, and I love that. Thank you, Brianna, for helping us trap her. And now we've got you, and now you're stuck with us.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that tends to happen. You creep in, and then you
Yeah.
just find, like Kendra will say it. Julie, I mean, Kendra was, I forget the period, but she was only supposed to come for a very short time.
Yeah, I
And now
remember her
all these
saying
years
that.
later,
Yeah.
yeah, we just kind of like get our fingers in you,
Yeah.
and
It's
here's
home. It feels
here.
like you finally made it, you know?
Yeah. I was gonna ask you that. Yeah, what's it like? What's it? I mean, the people get to hear us talk about it and laugh about it and joke about it on the show, but I think so. I mean, what is it like to be surrounded by this team and to be a
Oh
part of
my
it?
gosh. It's magnificent, I think, to especially to work with powerful, smart, beautiful women, you know. I think it's to be empowered to see that your leader, your very top leader, is a CEO, is a woman, you know. And there are women CEOs everywhere, but how often have I gotten the chance to work underneath a woman that is, um, oh my gosh, she's so, gosh, Julie is, I don't know,
There's
she's
no
like
word. I don't know how you
you
describe
know?
that. We need to invent a
Yeah,
word that describes Julie and the
yeah,
power that is
yes.
Julie.
She's like a warm hug, I think. You know, like Olaf said it best. We're into Frozen right now. But I think that, yeah, Julie's like a warm hug. When she talks, she means it, and she listens and she cares. And I think it shows in the whole team because she's that and we're all this, you know. So it's awesome. It
Well, from
really
what
is
I've
awesome.
seen, and I get to see you guys interact, I think I would literally go out to say you guys bring out the best in each other
Yeah,
because
I
you, like you said, you're all so powerful, and it ironically happens to be. We didn't mean for this to happen, but it just happens to be a
agree.
lot of really powerful
Yeah,
women. And it's like you guys are. It's never. I'm really careful how I say this because I mean it. It's never competition, but you
no,
guys push each other to work
yes,
better and just kind of keep raising the bar. You
correct.
guys keep each other
Yes,
inspired. You keep each
yes,
other like on your best and just striving to always hit more, do more, be better, keep
yeah.
reaching that higher, like higher goals, higher limits. You guys
You
do
feel
that. You really
comfortable
keep it
to
up.
have ideas, even if
Yeah.
they don't work. You know, they really embrace the nature of, if you've got an idea, say it. If there's something you think could be better, say it, you know,
Yeah.
and if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, you know, you tried and you don't feel like ashamed of it. So it's
Mm-mm.
really a great place to be.
Oh, I love that. And so speaking of that, your role here, you are one of our amazing care service coordinators. Now, for maybe somebody that is, because obviously our team knows what that means, right? But for somebody that's watching this, for those that maybe will see this on YouTube or Twitch or wherever they might catch us, what does that mean? What does that actually mean? Kind of break down for us what that job is and sort of what it entails. What do you do here?
I think the name, it's just at a basic level, I think the name says it best. You coordinate with, but to me, you coordinate with care. Not, you don't coordinate the care because you're not like a,
Yeah.
this is here, this is here, this is here. You're just like, I think we're all in essence social workers, because you do social work in this job. Sorry, here's my.
I love it. Congratulations, Lieutenant. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
It's a
Sorry.
live show, guys. You just never know what's going to happen. We get cameos. We love it. We love it. Mr. Porter's coming in to say hey.
Okay, so I think it's, you really fill in the gaps between the medical care and then everything else, because when you go to clinic, it is a lot of medical talk. This is where you were, this is where you are, this is this level, this is this number. And I think we're that middle bridge to say, okay, this is what that means if, you know, they weren't able to get a chance to get it clarified by the medical team. Or, you know, my insurance won't cover this. Is there anything that you guys can help with? Most likely we can help with things. You know, there are some things we can't, but generally we can. So I want to say that we're, I don't know, like a bumper, you go bowling and you get the bumper
Oh,
to make sure you stay straight. I think that's what I would consider us to be, like a bumper, so you don't go too far one way or the other.
that's a good one. I'm gonna use seriously, that's a great analogy. He's so smart. We got a bunch of smarties around here, and I love it. I love every second of it. No, seriously, that's a great analogy. And I know that when I love having, it's nice to hear somebody in the position kind of break it down and explain because we've had plenty of guests on the show, and
Hmm.
you guys are their lifeline. And
Yeah.
they, I mean, if any of them are watching, they would honestly second what I'm saying because they've come on here to say if they would be so, I mean, people working with you, with Peggy, with everybody, you
Hmm.
guys that point of contact when I mean,
Yes.
if you put yourself in their shoes, and for those of you, again, you hear me talk about this, you know what ALS is. If you don't, there is no cure. This is an absolutely horrendous disease that takes something from you almost every single day. You lose your mobility, you lose those motor neurons kind of just eat away, and you become completely paralyzed. And everything that comes with that, you don't really think about. And when that diagnosis comes, and when the family is going through all of this, there are so many things on your mind. It is
Hmm.
so hard, I think, to just feel like you're keeping your head above water with everything going on around you. And you and the whole care services team, you're kind of that lifeboat. Like you're the
Hmm.
thing that's there to tell them it's okay. Like I've got
Yeah.
your back. This is
Yes.
what's coming. I've heard from so many people that work with you guys that said, look, they came in and they were able to walk me through sort of things that were going to happen down the line that they
Yes.
hadn't even thought of, but that
Correct.
you guys are going to help prepare them.
Yeah.
Here's the equipment you're going to need. You don't need it today,
Yes.
but because you're going to need it. Here's
Yeah.
the doctors. I mean, yeah, you're the roadmap that just kind
Hmm.
of, I think it takes a lot of the pressure off so that they don't
Yeah.
have to do the research, do the
Correct.
thinking,
Yeah.
figure it out. They can focus on being with their loved ones, giving the best care they can, making memories. And you guys, it's like you've got their back.
Yeah, yeah, I think, and then we're lucky too because we do get to be sort of like a family to a lot of them. Because I mean, we won't say we get up all up in their business all the time, but
Mhm.
we're in there,
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
and I think I'm grateful that because it's such a shift from what I used to do, where you feel like you want to be a clinician and be professional, but now I feel like I can get to know them and I can be emotional with them. Not too emotional, but if it happens, there's no shame in that, and I feel supported with the agency that if that did happen, there would be no shame in me being too
Mm.
emotional. So many times in clinic, I could feel my eyes watering because I just
Yeah.
imagine myself in their shoes, and then being able to hopefully help them get what they need and
Yeah.
just make the journey a little easier.
Yeah, it's true. They've got everything going. Like life with an ALS diagnosis is coming for you, and
Yeah,
anything that can make that easier or just better or put a smile on their face is
yeah,
amazing.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. No, you're part of the family. Again, that's another common thing I hear over when anyone that works with you guys talks about their care service coordinator. It's like, no, that person became family. You've
yeah,
become part of the family.
yeah, yeah. Very long
Yeah.
lasting relationships I can see from my coworkers and the families that maintain contact and stay involved. So I
Mhm.
think it's really great.
Yeah. Well, I know you've only been with us for a short time, so you just came on in October. But I mean, up to this point, you've still done so much. What has been some of the most rewarding parts of your time here, part of your job with us?
So there was a clinic I went to, and it was a gentleman, and he is very resistant to equipment. Yeah, he doesn't really want to walk, or he doesn't really want this, and that's definitely a choice, and if that's what
Mhm.
you want, we support it. And his wife is like, you know what, no, I think he needs it, so maybe just send it. So we sent it, and we sent a lot of our things through Amazon, and it got there the next day or 2 days later, and she called and left the sweetest voicemail, like, oh my gosh, we woke
Mm.
up, we didn't know who was there. It was when I think we had that really bad storm in January or
Ooh.
sometime, and Amazon still delivered his equipment. She left the sweetest voicemail. I still have it saved to it's in my email actually. And I'm like, oh my,
Yeah.
this was it. This is what it's about, is that appreciation for
Yeah.
things that really things that should be basic for everyone. People should have
Yeah.
access to equipment with no hurdles.
Yeah.
So I think as a social worker, I think that's why I went into social work because people should have
Mhm.
access to a cane if they can't walk without
Yeah.
fighting this or fighting that. So I think that was probably that moment really solidified it for me.
I love that. And it is really heartbreaking. Like you said, that should be the normal. And it's
Yeah.
just not.
Yeah.
It's not. You know,
It's not.
that's why we
Yes.
need you, honestly, because not. And sometimes getting equipment for you guys, it's you get it. You know how to
Yes.
work. You know what you needs to be done and you know how to get it. The average person sometimes doesn't. They're completely
Mhm.
lost on how do they
Yeah.
figure this out? How do they navigate all the red tape and the channels and it's
Yeah.
just too much.
Correct. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Oh, that's really beautiful. Well, on kind of that note, I mean, I know you've learned a lot of lessons here, and even just throughout your entire career as a social worker and just everything that you've done with that. But what's the most important lesson you think you've maybe learned from working with individuals and families facing the challenges of life with ALS? Because it's insurmountable, right? Or even if it's not, if specifically ALS, anything that you've witnessed in your career.
Oh man. I think the one that stands out most to me is the choice that I would make is not always the
Mhm.
choice that someone else will make, and to not
Mm,
and to be being a person that wants to help others, I can be sensitive about, if I think maybe you should get this and they don't, I won't say it hurts sometimes because that just this one little thing could just improve it.
yeah.
So I think the biggest lesson I learned is especially as a young social worker is you can't
Yeah.
take it personal. You know, you just show up every day, do the best you can, offer the best you got, and
Mhm.
let the person make their own choice. It's centered
Mhm.
around their needs, and if that's what they feel they do or don't need at that time, that's okay too.
Mm.
So maybe the biggest thing I learned was that's okay.
Okay.
I think to sum that up is to say, okay, that's okay.
Okay.
You just,
That's great advice. I think for two, if anyone watching this that has maybe thought about a career in social work, I mean, those are things you don't think about, right? You're right. Until you said that, you don't think about it. You might be so focused on, okay, this is what you need. Here's the next
yes.
thing. And if that's not what they want, it's
Hmm.
not part of their journey.
Yeah, yeah, and that's
Yeah.
okay. That's
Yeah.
okay. So what else
Yeah.
can I help you with?
Exactly.
Well, what else? What do you think you need? And we'll do that. If it's nothing, that's okay.
Yeah. Well, see, you've done yourself in here now because now it's out there for the world to know that you're a singer. So you can add that to your resume when
Yeah,
you come in there. You can be singing on these
yes.
home visits.
And they'll be like, "This
So,
woman, are you okay?"
you're gonna get requests. I have a feeling that's coming. So I'm almost sorry, but not sorry that I did that to you. Anyone watching that works with Snovea, please ask her to sing for you. Let's embarrass her as much as humanly possible, and let me instigate that and sit back and watch this
Oh
happen.
man, man.
We're gonna come back here again. Oh man, St. Patty's Day just got me all crazy. Whew, that corned beef and hash is really, really crazy. Okay. Anyway, so in your experience, let's get back on track. In your experience, what are some of the most impactful ways that social work can make a difference in the ALS community? Because you've been out there now for a few months. Yeah, just getting out there doing the job. How do you impact this community?
Oh man. I think it goes back to what I was just saying is you do what people need, and that's most impactful
Yeah.
because you when you go in and you set expectations for yourself or others, I think that's when you find that the most disappointment.
Mhm.
So I think what's most impactful is really learning who you're working with, getting to know them on a personal level outside of their disease or, and just knowing them as a person will help you, figure out what they need. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'm sure hopefully it makes sense. But
Yeah, I'm with
um
you.
so I think that's what's most impactful is getting to know someone as a whole and
Mhm.
not just okay, this is your disease, this is where you are, this is what you need. And that's generally how I try to go about things.
I love that. I mean, yeah, again, like you said, it is just they are so much more. There's so much more than ALS, and this story
Yes.
is so individual. There's so many things
Yes.
that are similar, right? Big
Yeah.
picture, this disease is very similar, but it's all so specific to
It's
the
and
person. You get to
That's
help them on
so
that
true.
level.
That is so true because
Yeah.
every person I've met, like you said, the big picture is the same, but
Yeah.
I can't even tell you that I have two people that are the same that I've encountered. Everything is so unique to them. So then when people ask the question, what can I expect or what's next? When we say, it's really individual, we really do mean that because I can't tell you what's coming for you tomorrow, what to expect tomorrow because I don't even know. And the people that I do know, I can't conglomerate that and tell you. So
Yeah. Did you know about ALS before you came here? Did you have any experience with that or know
very,
anybody?
very minimal. I know someone with MS, but
Okay.
it's very different. And I think when I was a case manager with the nonprofit
Mhm.
developmental disabilities, I had a few people who did have it, but I wasn't a specific ALS case manager. So I was just a broad developmental disability. So
Okay.
very new to me.
Ah, okay.
Worked
So
with
when you
people with strokes before, so very similar sometimes, but very different.
Well, the more you learned, I mean, obviously, I'm sure now you know way more about it than you ever wanted to.
Yeah,
I mean, again, it's this I mean, it's literally, I say this all the time too. It's a family that you don't ever want to be a part of, but if you find yourself here,
yeah,
there's nothing like it. The love, the support,
correct. Yes,
yeah, it's just you're here for each other, and that doesn't go away. And the
yeah,
very, very sad, heartbreaking truth
yeah,
is that we know what the outcome is, right? There's no cure. So anyone that's diagnosed, everyone you're working with, we know the outcome. And
yes, yes.
even after they've passed away, the fight doesn't end. And I
Oh
think that's
no,
something so
no.
cool to witness. Those
Yeah,
family members, the fight continues and
yeah,
they're still in our lives. They're here volunteering. They're
yes,
still here supporting, raising awareness. We are all on the same page
yeah.
that this disease sucks and we want to put an end to it. So as you've come in and sort of learned more and more about ALS, I mean, what was the most shocking thing that you learned about this disease since this was a little bit newer to you? What were you surprised maybe to learn about ALS?
Oh man, I think what surprised me was how um I don't want to say isolated ALS is, but
Mhm.
I think if you're not in it,
Yeah.
you don't have the opportunity to know about it outside of like
Mhm.
the popular things, Gleason,
Mhm.
um,
Ice bucket challenge.
yeah, those things. So then outside of the mainstream stuff, it does seem, in my opinion, very isolated and very, unfortunately, like I don't
Yeah.
want to say it's an insider thing because it's not an insider, but there
Yeah.
should be more awareness about it. And maybe I just wasn't in the right avenues. But still, even now that, I'm in it, I still think it's still isolated and it's
Yeah.
still, maybe just because it's pretty rare, but I think that's what was most surprising to me. I'm sorry. And
Yeah.
I'm a talker, so I could just,
Oh, I love it. I told you we got nothing but time. Don't you worry.
yes,
We
but to
literally
sum
have
it
nobody here giving me the rap sign, so we have nothing but time.
yes, but I think to sum that up, outside of those big popular things, which before this, I didn't even really hear much about, it does seem isolated to me.
Mhm. And it's crazy too. I don't know if this has kicked in for you yet. I feel like it will because it's kind of before your world is introduced to ALS. It's like I was in the same boat. I had heard kind of the name. You
Hmm.
hear things like, and you hear Lou Gehrig's, and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
oh ALS, but I didn't know what
correct.
it meant. Right? I
Yes,
didn't really
correct.
know what that encompassed.
Yeah,
And then because I didn't have it around me, and then all of a
yeah,
sudden I had it around me, and it just felt like every direction I looked, there
yes,
was a connection. I would meet
yes,
somebody, and the world is so big, and then all of
yeah.
a sudden
It
it gets
shrinks.
so
Yeah,
tiny. So
yeah.
has that hit you yet? Have you
Oh
kind
my
of
gosh,
found
yeah.
yourself obviously outside of work, have
Yes,
you found
yes,
yourself surrounded?
yes. Yes. My recently, actually, my husband they had a call and the person had ALS. And
Mhm.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if they're connected with our agency. But before then, I'd never, there's never been a report to me that this person has ALS. But now he's told me, and I'm like, oh my gosh. if you can, without getting in trouble, go back and give them my card so that we can see if they, this person needs any help. So, and ever since then, it's just been like more and more people, maybe because now he knows and he's telling me more, but you're definitely right that it does seem to
So
get smaller.
it's so heartbreaking, and I
Yeah.
don't wish that for anyone. I
Yeah.
I, I want to be in a world where no one's
Yeah.
ever been
Yeah.
impacted, no one knows
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
Even Gemma, actually, Gemma, I missed your question, but we kind of answered it anyway. Gemma was jumping in asking you if
Oh.
you had any connection to ALS before you started working here.
No.
Gotcha. Oh, great minds think alike, Gemma. That's the world I want to live in, right? I want to live in a world where all of us get to say, no, we don't have
Yeah.
any connection to
Yes.
anyone with ALS.
Yes.
That's what we're trying to get to. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, not the case yet.
Yeah,
Not
and
the
I think
case.
that's we were having a team meeting and or we were talking somewhere and it was like we want to be able to do what we can, but if we go out of business, then hopefully that means no one else has ALS, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So I think that's definitely true because you want to stay here and do it as long as you can, but hopefully if you have to stop doing it, it's because no one else is living with it.
Exactly. And I do love that because we've heard people say that before here within
Yeah.
the chat members. It's like I love being a part of a group that literally wants to put themselves out of business. You guys, let's do it. Let's
Yes.
put you guys out of business. Let's get there because it is terrifying. I think
Yes.
I was asking you like, wow, what was the craziest thing to learn? And like you said, just the isolation and how
Hmm.
there isn't nearly as much awareness as there should be, and that's
Correct.
what we are fighting against.
Yeah.
For me, also, it was a lot. That statistic, it will always stick with me, and this is one of the things I always tell people that 90-90, that terrifies me to
Hmm.
know that because when you look at the numbers, I think a lot of times maybe that's what makes ALS seem so underrated because people are, oh, then, the numbers wise, yeah, there's so many more people with a lot of other diseases, a lot of other horrible
Yeah.
diseases. Right? But the thing with ALS is the numbers are small because the survival rate is not there.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You don't usually get to live a long life with
Yes.
ALS. And that
Yeah.
90-90, that one hit me like hardcore, in the course of doing our show. Us before the show, after the show, we've already lost someone. Every 90 minutes, someone is diagnosed with ALS, and every 90 minutes, someone passes away and loses their
Yeah.
battle to ALS. And guys, just in the time we've done the pre-show and the show tonight, we've already lost someone to this disease, and we've already welcomed somebody new with a diagnosis
Yes.
into this family. That is insane to me and terrifying.
Yeah. It really is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, girl, Gemma, you should be happy calling. Just getting on the show tonight. Gemma's on the same boat. If ALS ends, I don't mind losing my job.
Yeah.
Girl,
Yeah.
I think all of us second
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
uh, that's cool. We're gonna solve this. We're gonna cure it, and then we are all gonna go on to our next
Fighting.
careers as singers
Yeah.
and
Princesses.
princesses, ice cream scooper. I really wanted to be an ice cream scooper when I was little. I was so jealous of those
Yeah.
31 flavor ice cream scoopers. Like, yes, we can do this
Oh,
all
that's
day,
funny.
every day. It's where my second career is taking me all. You can
Yeah.
visit me at the line at the nearest 31 flavors in
Yeah.
Baskin Robbins.
Oh my
I'll be back there
goodness.
behind the scenes with like I'll
Yeah.
be hosting the insides of like, what do you want?
Yeah.
I'll bring a little of that hosting vibe to the ice cream scooping world.
Oh man.
Oh man, I love this. Peggy, I don't what are you doing here? I love this. She's giving us, I think she's linking, yeah. Downsize me because we found a cure. Yes, please. Yes, please. I love all of this. You guys are fantastic. Yeah, I am right there with you. Let's put an end to this because this stinking sucks. Speaking of just the garbage and all of that. A lot of times when I get to talk to those that are fighting, and I mean they honestly, I'm sure you've seen this, they are the best and most incredible individuals I've ever met. Those are
Yes.
the ones battling this. It is heartbreaking. It is absolutely
Yeah.
heartbreaking. But a lot of times that you know the outcome and sort of the bucket list comes into play, right? I think a lot of times you realize, shoot, when life puts an expiration date in front of you, it's like, what do you want to do? How do you want to make the most of the time you have left? I mean, now that you're surrounded by a lot of this, have you noticed that for yourself? Have you and your husband put together a bucket list or started thinking about, I think this job, if anything, this show, it is a constant reminder how
Yeah.
precious life is and how short it is, right? So have you kind of done any of that? Do you have a bucket list?
Oh my gosh, I don't have a bucket list. No.
Oh my goodness.
No. Oh, maybe I'm starting to write one, but I maybe that came with being turning 30.
Okay.
Young old age of 30.
30 is like the new 20. It has to be. I'm going to say it until it is true and I'm going to hold on to it. I've got many years on you, girl. If you
Yeah.
just turned 30, I've got many years on you and I'm going to hold to it. 30 is 20.
But I think recently I've added to my bucket list is I really want to go to Scotland. Um, so that's recently been added for me.
Ooh. Okay.
But that's the only non Caribbean place I want to go, like I said earlier.
Fair. Okay.
But I
What's on
think,
the Caribbean list? What do you
oh
need to
my
check off of
gosh,
that bucket list?
I would love to go to. Gosh, I'm just trying to think of where
All the
have.
beautiful pictures we see with the crystal blue
Yeah, I
water.
think I still want to go to Turks and Caicos for sure.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Maldives, I would like to go to. These are all the
Mhm.
places you got to take plane, boats, trains, and all these
All the
to get
things.
to. And I definitely do want to get to Hawaii too. I think those are
Okay.
the three.
Okay. I feel like you need to make those things happen, right? If there's
Yes,
anything,
yes,
like I said, if there's anything we've learned at this show, life is short. I mean, you just got to
yes,
just do it.
yeah,
Make
yeah,
the things happen.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just a smidge disappointed that Bali didn't make your list, but
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. Uh, I will forgive it. No stress, nowhere in Asia, no Bali, no Thailand, no,
No,
no. Okay.
no.
You
You
know
know what?
that
I'm not
Bali
a.
is a tropical island.
Yes, I do, but I think it seems so far.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know, I'm about a. I don't know if I could
You
think of
got a
like.
limit on the travel. You want to stay
Yeah,
with it.
4 hours I start to get real antsy. So I'm thinking if I do double that, I would have to parachute off the plane. So wherever
Um,
I am.
I mean, spoiler alert though, to get over to Ireland to get to some of those,
Yes,
it's gonna be longer than a 4 hour flight.
yeah, and that's why I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it there because I'm just imagining I'm just a very like getting in age, and my grandmother is very much she can't sit down, and I think I'm catching it now.
Oh,
So
it's contagious.
yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, I don't know, but yeah, no,
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
how far I want to go. If,
Okay.
maybe I'll leave that to my daughter.
Okay. Fair enough. Send her on over. Just send
Yeah,
her over. We can snatch her. We can immerse her in the culture. It'll be such a blast.
yeah.
Oh, Peggy is late to the party tonight. Peggy, you missed so much fun. You missed so much joking and laughter. You're going to have to catch up on this episode, but better late than never. We're so glad that you're here. And you know what? I second that. She is very happy to have you on the team. I'm happy that you're on the team.
Thank you.
I love it. We just got all kinds of love going around tonight. We're getting to know you. I think this is really fun. Really, like I said, this is one of my favorite things. We just get to know you. I love
Yeah.
that everyone gets to see who is working their butts off
Hmm.
behind the curtains, making all of this happen. You are one of those amazing women. I think that is so awesome. So, any other cool things you want to share about yourself? Anything that we should know about you?
Oh my gosh, I don't know if it's cool, but I still play Sims after all this time. Yeah,
I,
I don't know if
I
that's
do know
cool.
what that is. I've never in my life played it, but I've
Oh my
seen
gosh, I'm
commercials.
sorry
I've
for
seen,
you. I'm sorry for you.
you know what? I wasn't playing it because I was on planes for like
Yeah,
27 to 40 hours of my life.
but you know what? Other than that, no, I've just um come to a point in my life where I really, like I said, enjoy peace and
Yeah.
my family, and I don't know.
Mhm.
I read books. I mean, I don't know how cool that is. I'm a reader,
Very
so
cool.
I'm horrible at math. If that's a cool thing to say.
It's okay. You are showing the world that you can still succeed and help and change the world by not being good in math. That's okay too.
Correct,
Hmm.
correct. But
That's okay.
I'm just uh I think that's about it.
Mm. Those are some good things, though. Those are some good qualities. You've got some great qualities. Kathy has learned so much about ALS by watching this show. You know what? That is exciting because that is exactly what we strive for here, right? If this is something new to you, like you were saying, Snovea, it's really hard to fight something with a little bit of awareness. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
educating people on what this disease is, what this means, what it does for you, and really what ALS United does, that
Hmm.
is a win. That is a victory. And speaking of that, actually, I want to turn this over to you for a second. Can you explain to someone that is maybe new to all of this, that again might be catching us for the first time and just being exposed to this for the first time? What is ALS United? I mean, kind of why are we so important? Why is the work that you guys do here at ALS United Greater Chicago? Why is it so important?
Gosh, I think it's so important because people who are living with the disease and their families really do need that support outside of the news that they always hear at their medical appointments, or even the news that they Google themselves. So, and then we're also the people who can kind of separate ourselves from it. So when it comes to that advocacy and that awareness, we can speak with facts, but still have enough passion about it. Because while we're not, well, I speak for myself. I don't have any family members that I know that are living with it. Um, I can speak to it with emotion, but also still have that oomph behind it,
Yeah.
because I'm dealing with people, working with people every day who deal with this.
Yeah.
Um, we provide that emotional support, any support that you need with equipment or just
Hmm.
anything, I think. So I
Hmm.
just say that to say, like, we're important because I think it takes a village in everything. And hopefully, I think we all strive to want to be that village for people
Hmm.
living with ALS and their families.
I love it. And you guys are even, you take it a step further because not only are you the village that is there to help support them, take some of the burdens off their shoulders, help them make their journey
Yeah,
as good as it can be, but you guys are doing this all free of charge. I think that
correct.
is such an important part to, right?
Yeah,
So everybody, all of your donations, all of the hours that you volunteer, every video that you share,
yeah,
every message that you spread on, every neighbor you tell, every walk sign you put up, every event you attend, all of that comes together to make this happen, helps
yeah,
us provide everything free of
yep,
charge. When people need equipment, so know, but you get to go to the lending closet and you get to give them that equipment for free. They don't have
correct.
to stress about how
Yeah,
are they going to pay for it. That's
correct.
not something you should be worried about. So a big thank you to you guys too, everybody watching, everyone that comes together to help make this happen and help give us the tools to really make a difference in this fight. Thank you guys for everything you do.
Yes.
Yeah, that is huge. And you, Missy, I've got one more question before I reluctantly let you go because I'd stay here and talk to you all night. But what advice, because you did mention, I mean, you have this beautiful career and you've done such amazing things in your career already. And I know you have so many more amazing things still yet to come and to be
Thank
able to
you.
accomplish in your career. I can't wait to get to sit back and watch this unfold for you. I'm so excited. But what advice would you give to someone who wants to make a difference in their community?
Oh man, I would say the first thing I would say is actually know those in whatever community you plan to work in, whether it be um, whatever disease or whatever area. Actually get to know the people for who they are and know what they really
Mhm.
want or need
Mhm.
in order to make a difference. And I think if you go into social work, you do have to be passionate about it, um, because it isn't. I mean, it isn't like a overly financially rewarding career, by any means.
You mean you're
But
not going to become a billionaire by being a social worker?
correct.
Shoot.
But I don't even, it's, I just get so much more satisfaction from knowing that I'm helping those. And this is genuine. Everyone's going to say, oh, but really, like,
Yeah.
to like the example I gave earlier with the voicemail, that felt so good to know that. And you don't expect it. You don't send
Mhm.
something to know, oh, she's going to call me and give me a voicemail. You just do what you got to do. But then to hear those things are very reaffirming, to know that what you're doing is helping someone somehow. Um, so really get to know those that you want to help, and just you have to do it because you want to do it for you, for others, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I love that. And you're right. You know what? This might not be the thing that's going to make you a billionaire,
Yeah,
but my gosh, you sleep well,
yeah,
right? I feel like you go to bed at night knowing, I really did something important today. I helped make
yeah,
someone's life better, or I helped make someone's journey easier, or I
yeah,
helped get someone something that they couldn't get elsewhere. That is, I don't know, that's a special, special kind of high.
yeah, yeah. And also too, I want to say, I think for any career, you just have to try your best. Anything you do in life, you've got to try your best. And
Mm,
when you go to sleep at night, you have to tell yourself, you know what, I tried my best.
yeah.
And people will be happy with it or they won't. But I think as humans, sometimes we do get wrapped up in things that, especially working now in the
Mhm.
field that I work in, you get a quick sense of, okay, this is small stuff
Mhm.
compared to what other folks are going through. So I tried my best,
Mhm.
and that's all you can do sometimes is really try your best.
Yeah, I love that. Well, Zenobia, I know that you are doing, s- I think saying you're doing your best, I mean, that's great, but you are just a superhero. And I
Thank
am
you.
so excited. I'm so happy you are part of this team now. I'm so excited to see what this journey is going to be like for you and all the people that you get to help and make a
Yes,
difference
thank
in their
you.
life. It's amazing. Thank you for doing what
Yes,
you
thank
do.
you. Thank you. I'll be around. Maybe next time I'll sing a little song.
We heard it. Like literally, we heard that. That is so exciting. Okay, everyone. It is, she will be back. She's gonna sing a little song, prep a little bit. We're gonna have to get together. We're gonna bring Peggy into the fold. We're gonna bring Gemma. We're gonna create a
We
sunflower
could make an
hour.
a cappella band.
We're, I have always, not gonna lie, I dream about, I have secrets unlocked here. I have always wanted to be a singer because in my head I sing like, Celine Dion and Adele. And in reality, it's not true. So I would just like to be a part of this band. I will mouth, I will keep it down to myself, but I am all for the stage presence and living out the dream of a rock star without having any talent. I am here. I will follow your lead. I will be your backup silent singer and
Okay.
just support you. I love it. So no, you are fantastic. I cannot
Thank you
wait to
so
see
much. You too.
what,
Thank you.
oh, thank you. You will be back. You will be back.
Yes.
You will be singing. Everyone heard it. You're not getting out of it now. Oh my gosh, I love you. Well, congratulations on your
Thank
new
you.
job. Congratulations
Yes,
to your
thank
husband. And
you.
I
Thank you.
cannot wait to see what the future holds for you. So have a great one.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for all you
Thanks. You
do.
too. Thanks.
Aw,
Bye.
bye. Oh my goodness, you guys, I wanted that episode to go on forever. I told you all that you would love her. This entire team is so fantastic. And you just got to meet our newest care service coordinator. She's amazing. So stay tuned for all the great things that she continues to do. And ALS United Greater Chicago. Stay tuned for all that amazingness that is up to come. Now, I like to sort of end with giving everybody a challenge. So out of tonight's episode, I think that we have just learned the power, first of all, the power of laughter, because that is just so special and so beautiful, but the power in doing something that you love and giving it your best shot. So, in Senovia's honor, everyone, I hope that you just follow your heart and whatever it is, whatever your passion is, whatever your career is, whatever that thing is that you're chasing, give it all you've got, give it your best, and just literally lead with love. And doing that, you guys are going to make a difference in the world one way or another. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love having you a part of this family. Please come and join us for our next live episode on April 15th. I will see you all then. But as always, guys, until then, be bright and shine your light. I'll see you guys next time.